We're going to make a potato and fish stew. Very easy. Put some butter in there, a moderate flame, not too high. We're going to sweat up the vegetables. Onions, celery, some fresh garlic, sweat this up, pulls out more flavor from the vegetables. Cover it because we don't want any color. That'll take about 10 minutes. After a few minutes of sweating it up, it smells good. Put the fresh tomato. I didn't peel the tomatoes, but if you are so inclined to yourself, I think I have a recipe on how to peel tomatoes. I don't remember because I have over 800 recipes, and I think I have one that I made years ago. I'm going to let that cook down. The water's going to come out of the tomato, everything will get soft, and the next thing that I'm going to put in there after a few minutes is fresh rosemary. Just going to drop this in there. This is fresh. You can't use dried because the dry has no flavor at all. And if you don't want to use this, you can throw in a teaspoon of dried thyme or some fresh thyme or nothing at all. But I'm throwing in rosemary today because I'm using potatoes. Next, what's going to go in there is the potato. And the potato has to be sliced very thin. So, just slice it up. Like so. After the potatoes are in, the next thing we need is the hot fish stock, which I have on the back burner here. That's 1 quart. Most of the time, the amounts that I put in are correct. And this is just going to simmer. The last thing that's going to go in here will be the fish. I will season this with salt and pepper or salt and hot sauce, and then I'll put the fish in, so I don't have to stir it much. And now I just lay the rosemary in there, cover it up, low flame, and wait, and we'll see what happens to the potatoes. See, it's simmering nice and easy. It's about 10 minutes, and now just go like so. Maybe break up the potatoes a little bit. And this has served its purpose. All the flavor has gone in there. And the pieces of rosemary in there are chewable, not like the bland tasting dried. And we have a low flame because we don't want this to reduce too much. We want this to have a nice flavor. At this point, I want to get a hint of what it's going to taste like. Looks great. That's the first time I've put rosemary into a fish with a fish like that. And you know what? I'm glad I did. And it was by accident because it happened to be left over in the refrigerator from something my wife was making. So this worked out very well. Maybe another 20 minutes and I'll be able to add the fish. Once the potatoes are nice and soft, which they are, then this has a very pleasant flavor without any seasoning. So now we're going to put salt, a teaspoon. Some of you like more. And a teaspoon of sriracha hot chili sauce. And now taste that to see if it's seasoned. For me, the chili sauce gave it a nice little bite. The salt is enough for me, because salt's not that good for you. Now we raise the flame, and the last thing we do is add the fish. This will only take a couple of minutes. Your favorite fish. This is enough for 2 people. It's 8 ounces, just about 8 ounces of fish. And there, we don't want to stir it too much. That's it. We bring it to a boil and wait 2 minutes and then serve it. You want to garnish it with some fresh parsley or some scallions, very nice. Many things could have been done to this. Other vegetables could have been added. Seasoned differently. This is just to show you how the potatoes and the fish are working together. And so, I'm going to shut the film off because it'll say 2 minutes, no sense wasting film. And there we go. That's only a couple of minutes. How long does fish take to cook in liquid? Very little time. The aroma is pleasant throughout the house. And there you go. Hold it steady with 2 hands. The color is great, especially because of the tomatoes. A good fish stock, and everything fresh. I hope you enjoy.